Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yasmin Mogahed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that anyone who saves one life, it is as if they have saved all of humanity. I think that as we enter into Ramadan, many of us we think about various ways to give charity, and there are so many amazing ways to give charity. We can support orphans, we can support widows, we can help build and sustain wells for water. But there's, I think, a gaping hole in terms of a type of charity that many of us have forgotten about, and one that actually is the very essence of what is necessary to do any of these other types of charity. And that is to support healthcare. Physicians Across Continents is an organization led by Muslims who help provide this medical care to those who cannot afford it, to the disadvantaged throughout the world. This is an organization that has been doing this work for more than 17 years in over 42 countries. Now, some of the programs that they provide, one of their focuses is on giving medical care to people who can't otherwise afford it. For example, they provide surgery for cataract. Cataract is actually a condition that is the leading cause of blindness in the world, and it can be treated through surgery. Another condition that they provide surgery for are hernias. They also provide, medical care for those who cannot afford, for example, medical care for those who are expecting, women, for example, who are in the maternal sector of their work. They have a program in which they provide 24 months of care. As soon as a woman tells them, indicates that they are expecting, the woman is given prenatal care. She's given education as well as nutrition and vitamins, and then she's given the birthing care, and then she's given care postnatal for a full year. They also provide mental health support. They provide support and programs for disability rights. But they also provide a lot of education and also allowing, going into communities, not just to give them that charity, but also to make it something where they can build infrastructure to make it sustainable within that community. The Prophet ﷺ told us, take care of 5 before 5. This is a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ is advising us to watch out, to take care of 5 things before 5 things. And the first 2 of those, the first is your youth before old age, and then your health before sickness. Health is one of the greatest forms of wealth. Health is one of the greatest blessings that we have. And without health, there cannot be these other blessings such as wealth and the type of happiness that we all seek. And so when we're looking to give charity, when we're looking for sadaqah, and we talk about sadaqah jariyah, for example, a sadaqah jariyah is a sadaqah in which you give, and that sadaqah continues to benefit you even after you've entered your grave. And what type of sadaqah does this is a sadaqah that can continue to benefit people. What about a person who gives a sadaqah that not only does it continue to benefit people in terms of education, but also actually saves lives? And that's why giving sadaqah in terms of providing healthcare is one of the greatest ways that you can give sadaqah. And by supporting physicians across continents, you're supporting work in over 42 countries, which is providing that healthcare and that absolutely necessary surgeries and education, and furthering the sustainability of this healthcare at absolutely no cost to those who cannot afford it. Many of us have the luxury of having effective healthcare. We can go to the doctor when we need it. We can get a surgery when necessary. But there are many people around the world who don't have that access. And by supporting this organization, you're allowing those people to have access to necessary procedures, necessary surgeries, necessary health health benefits that they couldn't otherwise have and that they couldn't otherwise afford. And so this organization does it all free of cost. They have actually conducted over 100,000 surgeries with over 1.5 million people benefiting from their services. They operate. They have offices in 7 countries, and they operate in over 42 countries. Some of the other programs that they provide, and one of the most important, as we're going through, many of us, even those who are more fortunate to not have these types of financial issues, but even those around the world, I think everyone has really gone through a lot of there's been a lot of mental health crisis, especially in the last year or so. And that's one of the services that they provide. They provide mental health support. And again, all of it is free of cost. The other types of, in fact, there's just been a brand new healthcare. In fact, it was a fistula surgical treatment facility. It's just been made in Somalia. It's interesting because this is a procedure that actually can treat 80 to 95% of this condition just through surgery. So these are surgical procedures that can save people's lives, but people don't have access to it. And physicians across continents are providing that access at free of charge. Another one of these procedures is the procedure to operate on cleft lip. Now, cleft lip is something, it's a birth defect in which the child has trouble eating, breathing sometimes, and speaking. And through this surgery, it can actually allow this child a second chance at life. So all of these procedures and all of this sadaqah that you give is actually not just saving lives, but it is improving quality of life. And that is something that will continue to benefit you in your grave after you leave this world, because it will be considered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's permission a sadaqah jariyah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم إنه غفور رحيم. سبحانك الله وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.